to have the subject of European residents migrating to Cyprus. Well, not migrating, not full migrating, I'm sure. So for that, we are inviting to our associate in Cyprus, Rania Andreou, which is she's a partner of Atos Footis, that most of you know, in Oxford Management Limited, and then she's going to start with this subject.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I'll be here. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rania Andreou, and I'm a partner in charge of a department of Oxford Tax Solution, a company based in Cyprus, as Mauricio said. And today we'll make a short presentation regarding the incentives for obtaining residency or citizenship in Cyprus in Europe. Okay. A few basic words about Cyprus. Cyprus gained independence in 1960 and joined the European Union in 2004 and the Eurozone in 2008. Cyprus is the third largest island of the Mediterranean, with an area of 9,250,000 kilometers and a population around 1 million. The main language is Greek, and time zone is Greenwich time +2. A second language has a legal, but it's not official status, is widely spoken by the 80% of the Cypriots and is the predominant business language. Due to the geographic strategic location of Cyprus and an EU member, a Eurozone member, Cyprus has become a business hub and also a very important tourist destination. That's it for now, and I'm going now to present you the citizenship and permanent residency programs in Cyprus. As from 13 September 2016, there's a standalone application and a new investment criteria. We have three options to obtain Cyprus citizenship. The one is the investments in real estates. The second one is a purchase or incorporation or participation in Cyprus company or businesses. And the last one is investing in Cyprus in alternative investment funds, financial assets, Cyprus organizations licensed by the Cyprus Security and Exchange Commission. Here is the first option, is the investment in real estates. Well, the investment must be at minimum 2 million euros. VAT and transfer duties, taxes, and other charges are not included in the amount of the investments. Investors are entitled to sell their investment after 3 years, but however, they must retain a residential property of 100,000 euros permanently. If investment is made in residential property, the resident investment of 500,000 is not required. The parents of the applicant are also entitled to apply for a citizenship as long as they invest an additional amount of 500,000 in a residential property. Where the purchase price of a residential property exceeds the amount of 500,000 excluding VAT, the excess amount can be calculated as included in the whole investment. The second option is the purchase of incorporation or participation in Cyprus businesses and companies. Investment cost must be 2 million. The invested funds shall be channeled towards the financing of the investment objectives of these companies exclusively in Cyprus based on a specific investment plan. Physical presence in Cyprus and activity must be in Cyprus. Also must be a significant activity and turnover, and have to employ at least 5 Cypriot or European citizens. The 5 Cyprus European citizens must have a continuous period of the last 5 years working in Cyprus. And the last option, in the investment scheme of alternative investment funds or financial assets in Cyprus organizations. They have to invest in units about at least 2 million euros. Alternative funds established are licensed and supervised by the Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission, CySEC. Cyprus organizations licensed by Securities and Exchange Commissions. Acquisitions of financial assets in Cyprus business organizations, such as bonds, bills, and securities of companies that have dominant physical presence and substantial economic activity in Cyprus, must be maintained for 3 years at least. This investment scheme includes or a combination of government bonds of a maximum 500,000 euros, residential property, commercial property, financial asset of companies or company, alternative investment funds, Cyprus organizations licensed by Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commissions. As I mentioned before, investment can include a combination of incorporation of participation in companies that have physical presence and activities in Cyprus and employ about at least 5 Cypriot or EU citizens that have been legally residing in Cyprus for continuous periods of 5 years. The minimum number of employees can be increased when more than one participant invests in the same investment. What are the terms and conditions for the Cyprus citizenship investment? The applicant must possess permanent residence in the Republic of Cyprus, where market value must be at least 500,000 euros, excluding VAT and other taxes. Has no criminal record. Residency permit of at least 6 months before obtaining the Cyprus citizenship. And in the case where periodic inspection, it has been ascertained that any condition has been circumvented, the naturalization may be revoked. What are the advantages? The advantages are the applications and approval process is very quick. The requirement to make donation of the local government is not required. Cyprus permits multiple citizenships. Holders are not required to reside in Cyprus after citizenship is granted. Holders can travel without a visa to more than 171 countries. That means as an EU member, you can travel and work anywhere in the EU without all the benefits. I mean, social securities, taxes, and all this, and no work permits. We have no language requirements. Investor spouse, children under 20 years old, and her parents can also apply. And also one other thing that can be used as a tool for obtaining a citizenship is that managers and directors of companies that are working in Cyprus and pay taxes for at least 100,000 euros for at least 3 years from the day they have filled the application and meet the following criteria. Have no criminal record in their country of origin and country of residency, if differs. His tax has already been prepaid on a residential property in Cyprus, at least 500,000 of value, and has a residence permit. We have the fast procedure. That means that the Minister of Interior has issued a decision granting immigration permits of permanent residency to applicants who are third-party nationals, provided that they fulfill the following criteria. The applicant must provide that has on his disposal at a minimum annual income of 30,000 euros from sources derived abroad. The required income of 30,000 could derive from salaries of employment, pensions, stocks, rents, etc. The necessity minimum annual income is increased by 5,000 for each dependent person, spouse of children, and 8,000 for every dependent parent. The applicant must submit the application that accompanied with a title of ownership of a sale of a property in Cyprus, a house, apartment, or other building of a minimum market value of 30,000 VAT plus 30,000 euros, and plus VAT. A proof of payment of at least 2,000 plus VAT. The contract of sale must be stamped and be submitted to the Department of Lands and Surveys. The applicant also must submit a confirmation letter from a Cypriot bank stating that he had deposited the amount of 30,000 in his account, in an account that will be pledged for at least 3 years. As is noted, that the amount mentioned above should be proven that had been transferred to Cyprus from abroad. The applicant must submit a criminal record certificate if he resides abroad, which must be issued by the authorities of his country of origin, and he should not constitute in general any threat against public order or security of Cyprus. The applicant should submit a statement that he does not intend to work or be engaged in any business in Cyprus, and he or she must visit Cyprus for at least every 2 years. That's for me now, thank you. And I will pass you later our company profile, so you will know our company better, and we will be glad to assist you for any queries you may have. Thank you.
¿Preguntas? ¿Alguien quiere preguntar? Si la quiere hacer en español, se la traducimos. ¿Alguna duda? Bueno, I have one, just one. This fast track.
Yes.
Because at the beginning it's like very difficult. No, I mean, minimum of 2 million euros investment. Yes. But when you pass to the fast track, it seems to be more flexible. Is that right?
It's more flexible, but we're talking about the permanent residence in Cyprus. So it's not as you can live in Cyprus permanently. So later on you can apply for the citizenship. It's not the citizenship at once.
Just living there?
Just the residency, yes.
Okay, and in that case, you don't have to invest the 2 million euros,
no,
etc.
No. But with 2 million euros, the 3 options I mentioned before, you can obtain the Cyprus passport.
Okay.
Many people in Cyprus now make this, take this advantage and take a Cyprus passport. We have many Russians, Chinese, Japanese that they invest in Cyprus and obtain the Cyprus passport, which is a good passport because it's an EU. He can travel everywhere in the EU and work in the EU. And also with the EU passport, also with Cyprus passport, we're ranked in number 14 now of using. We have 171 countries. We can travel freely without a visa requirement.
Okay. So the ones who has the investment capacity can go
apply for,
and the other ones can go to live in Cyprus and obtain the citizenship?
Yes, the residentships, yes. Okay. If you want more information, we can provide you by. I will pass to everybody the profile of the company, so they will know also the basic facts of Cyprus and Cyprus.
One question more here from Franklin.
Rania, congratulations for your presentation.
Thank you.
I heard in your presentation that one of the ways you for getting an European residence is buying a property.
Yes.
Right. So what caught my attention was that it says excluding the VAT. Yes. Every property has VAT?
Yes.
Even land?
No, land, no.
Land, no. Only
residential
buildings.
Residential property. It's a new legislation applied from the 1st of January 2018.
Okay, so in my country, any kind of land, properties has exactly. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
¿Alguien más? Bueno, entonces, ¿dónde está Carlos?
Thank you.
A ver, Carlitos, practice your English.
No, I have translators.
Dear Rania Andreou,
Thanks, Carlos.
to me is very pleasure deliver you this for your participation in our annual conference. I can tell you thanks for go to Mexico and welcome to our UC&CS family.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Gracias.
I put the diploma.
Diploma, yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Rania. Thank you very much.